11 Spiritual Meanings of Sleep Talking.
Talking while asleep may seem curious or even amusing, but it can also have a deeper spiritual meaning, and to help you learn more, in this post, we go into the details of sleep talking's spiritual meanings.
What is sleep talking and is it dangerous? Known technically as somniloquy, sleep talking is a common phenomenon that many people experience to some extent during their lives, but what is it and what causes it?
In fact, science doesn't yet have all the answers to why we sometimes talk in our sleep, and like dreams, many people believe it can have a deeper spiritual meaning that can give us an insight into our mental, emotional, or spiritual state.
However, the good news is that talking in your sleep isn't dangerous as long as it isn't accompanied by sleepwalking.
It's also highly unlikely, although not impossible, that you will reveal any secrets during your slumber. At the same time, finding out what it is you talk about during the night, perhaps by recording it, can help you understand more about what's going on in your subconscious mind, so let's have a look at some of the possibilities now.
Sleep talking spiritual meanings. 1. Anxiety or stress.
If you are suffering from some kind of anxiety during your waking life or are under a lot of stress, this may manifest itself during the night as talking during your sleep. Sometimes, anxiety or stress can build up almost imperceptibly so that we aren't even aware of the causes on a fully subconscious level. As a result, we end up living with a vague sense of unease that follows us around during the day, putting us on edge and filling us with unwanted negative energy. It's important to take the time to understand where our stresses and anxieties come from because this allows us to take positive action to deal with them. However, if we don't take the time to do this, sleep talking may be our only outlet. Consequently, if this happens, you should take the time for a period of calm reflection, deep thought and meditation to analyze what's on your mind. This will then allow you to find ways to reduce your stress and anxiety and return more positive energy to your being.
2. Fears or phobias.
A similar interpretation of sleep talking is that it is related to fears or phobias that you are living with. For example, if you are afraid of speaking in public but know you have an important presentation or speech to deliver, this may express itself in the form of talking in your sleep. Of course, understanding why you are talking in your sleep won't rectify the problem, but at least it will make you more aware that the issue exists and that it's playing on your mind.
After that, it's up to you to work out how to deal with your fear.
Talking in your sleep may also be related to phobias of things like spiders or anything else. If you have a powerful yet irrational fear of something, it can seep into your dreams and express itself as nightmares, and you may also find yourself talking about it in your sleep. This could be an indication that whatever it is you are afraid of is becoming even more of a preoccupation, so you may need to find ways to face and overcome your phobia to prevent the fear from overwhelming you.
3. Repressed emotions.
If you have repressed emotions from past events, it's common for these emotions to manifest themselves in your dreams, and the more you repress your emotions and the deeper you try to bury them, the harder they will fight to bubble up to the surface and make themselves known. For example, if you experienced a traumatic event in the past, you may have pushed the memory deep down below the surface of your conscious mind so you don't have to face it, but that doesn't mean it has gone away. Such emotions will always be trying to push their way to the surface, and as well as appearing in various guises in your dreams, they may also emerge in the form of sleep talking. Listening to what you talk about may give you a clue about the memories that you are trying to repress, and when you understand the cause, it's important to try to face them and deal with them properly on your own terms. Otherwise, the emotions that are fighting to be released may eventually burst free at a moment of emotional stress when you are least well equipped to deal with them. Sleep talking and recurring unpleasant dreams can also be symptoms of PTSD, so if you think you may be suffering from this, or even just milder effects related to past trauma, your sleep talking could be an indication that you need to seek help from a professional counselor.
4. Unprocessed feelings.
Sleep talking may also be related to strong pent-up feelings that you haven't processed properly yet. For example, if you have recently, or even not that recently, gone through a breakup, you may not yet have fully accepted what happened or let go of your former partner. You might not even be aware of the sadness or other emotions that you are still carrying with you, but they may still express themselves as sleep talking during the night. Again, take this as a message that you need to spend some time in deep thought and self-analysis and work out if you have some buried feelings that you need to process.
That way, you may find you are more able to let go and bring more positive balance back to your life. 5. Vocalizing thoughts you're too busy to experience while awake.
Nowadays, we all live in an increasingly hectic world where we are bombarded with a constant stream of information, and this leaves us little time for developing our thoughts. As a result of this, our brains may use the time when we are asleep for processing thoughts and memories, and this can manifest itself as sleep talking as we vocalize the thoughts we didn't have time to develop during our waking lives. When this happens, it may be a warning that we are suffering from information overload and need to switch off our screens and take more time for meditation and reflection. 6. Expressing hidden desires. Another possibility is that you may vocalize hidden desires while you are asleep, either ones that you want to keep secret from others or ones that you are hiding even from yourself. If you can record what you say during your sleep, it can give you an insight into what might be driving you, even if you don't understand it on a fully conscious level.
7. Manifesting your intentions.
As well as expressing secret desires, sleep talking can also be your subconscious mind's way of manifesting desired outcomes in your life. While you are asleep, you lose self-doubt and other negative emotions that hold you back in your waking life as you enter a state of flow. At such times, you may speak your desires and intentions out loud, and this can make them more likely to become reality. 8. Preparing yourself to take action. Speaking your desires or intentions out loud can also be your subconscious mind's way of preparing you for the necessary action to achieve your goals. For example, during your waking life, you might not feel self-assured enough to ask for a promotion or a pay rise or apply for a new job. However, if you talk about such things while you are asleep, it helps prepare you for these actions when you are awake, giving you the confidence to follow through and increasing your chances of success.
9. Desire for change or excitement in your life.
When we sleep, we can sometimes experience weird and wild dreams, and sometimes, this can be a form of escape from our regular mundane lives. The same is true of speaking in your sleep, and it can be a manifestation of our desire for a more interesting, exciting, or enriching existence. This means that, depending on what you vocalize, talking in your sleep could tell you that you need to do something to shake things up a little and bring a bit more spontaneity or excitement into your life. 10. Communicating with the spirit world. Some people believe that when you speak in your sleep, it means you are conversing with spirit guides or perhaps departed loved ones. During sleep, the barriers between the physical world and the spirit realm are significantly weakened, making this the ideal time for beings from the other side to make contact with us. Recording your nocturnal mumblings can help you understand what you were talking about and may reveal who you were conversing with and what kind of message they were trying to convey.
11. Spiritual development and evolution. Finally, talking while you sleep may also represent your ongoing spiritual development and evolution.
As you prepare for a spiritual breakthrough or enlightenment, you may begin to speak during your sleep, and this is a sign that you should continue dedicating yourself to spiritual practices to achieve the spiritual growth you seek. Several different interpretations. As we've seen, sleep talking can have several spiritual interpretations, and it can often reveal hidden anxieties, stresses, or preoccupations that we have without being fully aware. To interpret your sleep talking, start by recording what you say. Then, by considering how your nighttime utterings might apply to your current life situation and trusting your intuition, you will be guided to the correct interpretation of what you experienced.